Dude, you're on mute.
That's right. I'm on mute. 100% right. Come on. What's going on, everybody? I didn't say anything important yet, really, so it's all good. This is RJ, Commissioner of the NBA Flunkies. We are back for another podcast episode. So exciting. We've got a couple things to talk about. Lots of stuff happening in the NBA league right now, and some new developments happening in our fantasy league. But first, let's get on with the introductions. Up first, we've got NBA Flunkies 2020 champ Aaron Moore is here of the Big Bird Ballers. What's going on, Aaron?
You're
Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Up next, we've got the 2022 reigning, defending, undisputed NBA Flunkies champ, Seasway Chapman of the Valley Boys. What is going on, Seas? What's up?
Valley Boys.
See you out on the road today. It's good. It's good stuff. Last but not least, of course, we've got Keyshawn here. The Alpha Land Knicks. Are you going under team name construction? Or we're gonna keep it the Alpha Land Knicks for now?
It's pending, bro.
Pending. Okay. Well, nonetheless, we've got Keyshawn here. Simpson. What's going on? Also, lead writer of Boss X Sports, lead reporter as well. It's good to see you, man. You got to get a logo for that going as well. It's always so good to see, our other great organizations up and moving. Folks, please like, comment, share, subscribe to this amazing podcast. What we're trying to do here. We've got so much coming out, getting ready to come out, of course, over these next couple weeks. You can follow us on Instagram at NBA Flunkies, as well as on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. We're kind of everywhere except Facebook because we're young. So so man, it's crazy to think that NBA preseason started yesterday and we got our first looks at James Wiseman and the Warriors and the Wizards over in Japan. And now we're basically back at it today with some more Warriors and Wizards. And now they're over in Japan playing. They play at 10 o'clock tonight. But earlier in the day today, the Bucks, I believe, play the Memphis Grizzlies at 5 o'clock. So that should be very interesting. I'd be curious to see if John Morant and or Giannis play tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if they do. But we'll see how long those guys played. We've had a lot of really interesting and exciting updates. Kawhi Leonard playing preseason. I believe on Monday, and John Wall will be. I believe he'll be playing as well, and so we're gonna get a lot of good glimpses at a lot of players over these next. I think it goes from to the 14th, I believe. So our NBA Flunkies draft will be on the 15th and 16th, and so I'm absolutely pumped. It feels like yesterday we were watching the Golden State Warriors and Steph Curry winning the NBA championship and his first Finals MVP, of course. But man, I'm so excited, so excited for this upcoming season. It's year 5. We're in year 5. We're in year 5 of our entire league being around, and it's just kind of crazy to see how much growth and chaos and ups and downs the entire league has been through, and how we've had it kind of blossom to 18 flunkies. I remember the days, and Aaron and Seasway were here during those years where it was only 10 teams. Shout out the original 10. I believe everyone except one person are all still in the league. Off the top of my head, it's myself.
Shout out Aaron Johnson.
Yeah, shout out Aaron Johnson. He's the only one. It's me, Seasway, Aaron, Mike, Duran, Tim, Chris, Tucker. Yeah, that might be it. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, Malik. Can't forget Malik. And so it's just kind of crazy to see how far we've kind of come and adding guys like Keyshawn and Sam Hood, Sam Brown, Jake, Cordell, Javon. I mean, the list goes on and on. Devin, Daquan, and whatnot. And so it's just really cool to be able to have a kind of organization where a bunch of guys can kind of come together and, and have some good, sharing in some good fun over a sport we all enjoy, and some even love. So I just wanted to make that known. With that being said, man, we're gonna start off with something fun today. About a month and a half or 2 months ago, I had came out with a way too early NBA Flunkies draft placement projections, and I said I was going to update those today. Let me see if I can pull up. Let me see if I can pull up the list, the way too early draft projections list, because yep, here it is. At first, the first overall draft was Daquan of Team Quan Stokes. The last person was Cordell. Aaron was at number 2. I was at number 14. Keyshawn was at number 6. And Seasway was number 10. Now, I feel like if this was the draft placement we were going to go into on the draft on the 15th or 16th, I think everybody would be pretty, well, relatively speaking, would be pretty satisfied. I mean, Aaron has always said that he's never had a top 10 pick, right?
I mean, I would say I had a top 10 pick when we had like 10 teams in the league or whatever, right? But
Oh, right. All right. Well, yeah.
I don't think I've ever had a front half of the draft pick before.
Yeah, and we were talking about, like, because we're not a 30-team league, like what constitutes being a lottery pick. How many picks is it? The first 10 picks in the NBA that describes it as a lottery pick? I thought it was the first 8.
I thought it was
I thought it was the first 8, between 8 and 10.
First 14, I think.
Oh,
14.
That makes sense. Okay. So that's about half the league. That's about half.
A little bit less than half, yeah.
A little less than half.
Yeah.
So out of 18, 9, 7, between 7 and 9,
yeah,
probably regarded as the lottery. And also, like, it's kind of a little bit of a misnomer too, because how we draft is completely different from how the NBA gets their draft rankings. Ours is solely based off of a wheel these days. And there's no percentages like the likelihood of you're going to get this. It's not impacted by your performance prior season or prior seasons. So it is a little bit different. And so with that being said, I am going to open this up. And I've added one small thing that is a little different. It's a small thing. Can you guys see the screen?
Yeah, I see this wheel spinning.
All right. So this is the spinner. And you can see everybody's images on there. So I don't even have to put your names. You guys see who is who with what. And if you don't know who's who, it's okay. I will tell you who is who is where. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle this. And so when we do this next week for real, it'll probably be similar to this. And what I'm going to do is you'll probably see everyone input it. I'll shuffle it, once, twice, 3 times, most likely. And that way we just kind of completely erase the idea that, oh, Kamish has a bias, or, oh, he's rigging this thing. Someone had the idea, I think it was Sam Hood. He had an idea of like, nah, you enter all the names in on the day of the draft lottery placement because we want to see you doing all the work. That way we know without a shadow of a doubt that there ain't no crazy stuff going on. I just think, oh, if you put everything in and then shuffle it, it completely will undo anything that you think I might do. So we'll see how it goes. I always tell the league, like, I'm fine with hearing things out, and if I like it, let's try it out. If I don't, I will either let you continue to voice it and just not do anything with it, or just tell you, like, I don't think that's really good for what we're doing right now. And there's been plenty of ideas like that. Like, for example, like Aaron has said, it should be, what is it, a -1 or what is it, shot attempts or missed shots?
Yes, -1 for field goal attempts.
For field goal attempts. I'm pretty sure, like, I see. I don't remember the first year very well, but I'm pretty sure that was a thing. And I got rid of it. I'm pretty sure I got rid of it. I was like, man, I hate this. Because I think that was during James Harden, one of his wild scoring runs. And I was like, oh man, I ain't getting the full benefit of this. Because it's like, hey, he's being charged every time he takes a shot, and he takes a lot of shots in Houston. And this was like the year before the pandemic happened. And so, we all know that the James Harden pre the pandemic and whatnot. And so, and there's actually a couple ideas that I want to revisit on this pod as well, that I think, Aaron, that you had brought up, and a couple other things as well. And we don't have to get super into the gritty details of it, but I really like the idea. And so without further ado, let's do this. I'm going to shuffle this one more time. We're going to let the flunkies know, yo, we're doing this thing again. That you guys can let them know. All right, let's do this thing. This always makes me nervous. All right, let's do it. So with the what it'll be, the 18th pick. 18th pick in the draft will go to the Halliger boy. Chris has the last pick in the draft.
He'd be down bad.
Okay. Let me just make sure that puts him in. Okay. Yep. All right. With the 17th pick in the draft. Oh, Javon of Mo, Bob, and Slim.
No, it's not the official one, C's-Way.
No, this is not the official one. No. With the 16th pick in the draft. It was almost Duran, but instead he survives. It'll be Sam Brown, 16th pick in the draft. All right. And with the 15th pick in the draft goes to, it missed me. Is it going to keep going? Nah, he's got it. Sterling of the Sith Glizzies, something like that. That's a crazy name. I don't know if I'm going to say that too many times on air, yo. That's kind of a crazy name. With the 14th pick in the draft, projected pick. You just say projected. Is Durango? Nope. Ooh. Duran falls this time around. Duran falls. The 13th pick in the draft goes to. Is it going to keep up? Close. It's going to go to Devin Loud Pack. And with the 12th pick in the draft going to. Let's see if it goes. It just turned. It'll be Jake. Grown Hugs and Larceny. Ladies and gentlemen, just as a, we have a new guest come in. Ladies and gentlemen, we had Sam Brown come in.
Yeah.
Man? going on?
That
up,
nigga
y'all?
lounging, bruh.
What's good, man? You came in as we're doing we're doing another projected draft placement. You just got picked. You are the 14th pick in the draft. Projected pick. Projected. And so next week will be the real thing. But I really enjoy doing these. And so we're gonna do this last one, and then next week will be the real thing. But we're gonna keep going. With the 11th pick in the draft, let's see who gets kept out of the top 10. Let's see who it's gonna be. It's gonna be Mike. It's gonna be Mike of the Black Mambas. I wonder if he's gonna change his team name back to Team Clap That Ass, which is actually even crazier
Hey, yo,
than
that
Team
wasn't his name.
Yeah. What, yo, Aaron
Yo.
Seasway, tell that man. Yo, tell that man, yo. It was
It
definitely
was.
Team
It
Clap
was.
That Ass, bro.
It
Yo,
definitely was.
Bro, that's
when we
name.
when we first started the league, and then I'm gonna keep going. His team name was Team Clap That Ass, and then he felt slighted before the playoffs started because he felt like we were sleeping on it, and so he changed his name to Team Temperpedics. When he won the title, his name was Team Temperpedics, and so Mike is going there. I wonder if he's going to change his name. So we're officially almost in the draft lottery territory, but with the 10th pick in the draft, this will go to, I thought I was going to get to Sam Hood, but it's not. It's going to be Cordell slanging slasher. And damn, that's a tongue twister. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially in lottery territory here. With the 9th pick in the draft, and what I deem to be the most valuable pick in the entire NBA's Flunkies draft. It's 8, 9, and 10. 8, 9, and 10. Number 10 is good because it's after 9, so you don't move too far off where you're going to be. But 9 is right in the sweet middle spot. So let's see who it's going to be. The most valuable pick in the draft outside of the number 1 pick is going to. Oh, look at that. It's going all commissioned. Take it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I sense a conspiracy.
I
You need to put an investigation in place.
Conspiracy is crazy after y'all see me shuffle this thing 2 times.
This is a pre-recorded spin the wheel.
All right, so at the number 8th pick in the draft, we'll go to. Let's see who it's going to bounce to. Oh, is it going to stay on Daquan? Is it going to go to C's? Nah. It's going to go to Daquan of Team Quan Stokes. All right, it's heating up here. Let's see who all we've got left. We've got C's Way of the Valley Boys. We've got Tim here of Too Cool Crew. That's what I call him because his name is too long. We've got Tucker here of My GM. We've got Malik here of Popeye's Leg and Thigh. Where's Chicken on Earth? We've got Aaron here of the Big Bird Ballers, former champ. We've got Sam Hood here, NBA Youngboy Stands, former champ. We've got Keyshawn here, and I think I said Seasway already, but also reigning, defending, undisputed champ. So we've got 3 champs here officially in the lottery. This is nuts that this happens on the day of the actual draft placement, not projections, but on the actual draft projection day. Let's see how this pans out here. All right. I feel like Aaron Seasway and Sam Hood are all going to be top 3. This is going to be fucking nuts. This is going to be nuts. All right, let's go. But the 7th pick in the draft is going to be. Is it going to stay on? Yep. Tim of Too Cool Crew. Congratulations, Tim. Congratulations. Also, by the way, somebody dropped the link in our chat, by the way. Somebody just copy and paste that. Appreciate it. All right, with this number 6 pick, the NBA Flunkies projected draft. Oh, is it gonna get to Aaron? Nah. It's gonna stay on Malik, Popeye's Leg and Thigh. We got some Warzone games in a few days ago. It wasn't too bad. We were close though. It's all good. Top 5. Top five. Look,
Top five.
I've already predicted that it's gonna be in no order, but it's gonna be Aaron, Seasway, Sam Hood. They're gonna be in the top 3 of this. And if this happens in the draft, boys, they're gonna be hell to pay for the league. And also rumors that they'll all be in the same conference, but I can neither confirm nor deny that. We'll see what the number 5th pick in the draft goes to. Oh, is it going to stay on Keyshawn? Is it going to stay on Keyshawn? It's going to stay. This is crazy.
I knew I was not getting in the top 3. I was sitting there, but I was like, yeah, bro, I'm not getting there.
Man, this is nuts. This is nuts with the number 4th pick in the draft. Let's see if I'm right. Nope, I'm wrong. I'm way wrong. Aaron's the first to fall. Sam.
Hold on, is Tucker still on here?
No, Tucker's still on.
Yo, bro, absolutely the fuck not, bro. Yo, we will stop this shit immediately, bro.
Bro, Tucker is not allowed to get the first pick of the draft, bro.
Yo, bro, if that man ends up with the first pick, bro, yo, that's 3 years straight, bro.
Hey, bro, we're gonna find out.
Yo, I'm calling tampering if this says Tucker's getting the first pick.
Yo, the league spaz. Yo, the league would spaz, bro. Oh, hold on. There we go. Top three. We've got 2 champions here in Tucker, who's had the number 1 pick for 2 straight years. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with the number 3 pick in the NBA Flunkies projected draft is going to be. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yo, bro, he gonna do it again, bro. He gonna do it again. Hey, yo, this is yo, let me say this. Yo, Sam Hood threatened the shit out of me last year. He was like, yo, I'm not top 3 or top 5 or whatever it is. I'm exposing the commish. I still have no idea what he was talking about. But we're gonna.
It's interesting how he had a top 3 pick last year, huh?
Hey, he threatened the shit out of me, and
yo, Aaron doing Sherlock Holmes work right now. Hey, Aaron, you want to borrow that?
Look,
Aaron, you want to borrow a hat and a notebook and a pen?
Hey, I'm just saying that's real interesting.
Hey, we can hawk all those conspiracy theories down, bro. Hawk all that
down. That
down.
makes me really think though. What does Tucker have on you?
Hey, bro, nothing, man.
Oh, we gonna find out.
Hey, look, we gonna find out right here, right now. For the number 1 and 2 spot.
Bruh, if Tucker fucking gets this pick, bruh.
The number 1 spot, number 1 and 2 spot, the NBA Flunkies draft. The winner is going to, oh my God.
This is nasty, bro. Yo, again, bro. Again.
Oh, man.
Oh. Yo, this isn't the lottery if Tucker keeps walking away with the pick. How do you hit the lottery 3 times straight?
Yo, we might need, Tuck got some unknown kind of luck, man. I shuffled this thing 3 times. 3 times. And he got it. He got it, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I think there's some breaking news in the chat.
Yep. I'll kick you to our North Carolina.
Breaking news. Commissioner alert. I gotta get a alarm alert here on the soundboard. Ballsack, breaking news with a Ballsack, North Carolina affiliate. Tucker Toole has incriminating information on the commissioner, accusing him of all types of deviant behavior. And I'm gonna add on to this, Aaron. In order for RJ to calm things down, he had to pay Tucker off with the 1st round pick for 2 consecutive NBA flunky years, and
a third.
And
possibly
a third. More information and details will be coming in soon. You know what? Let's go ahead and open it up. Keyshawn here, lead reporter of Ball Sack Sports. Do you have anything to ask the commish?
Look, man, is it true or not true? Because right now it's not looking good for you. We've got Sam Hood allegedly threatening you, and somehow he ends up in the top 3 last year. We've got Tuck 2 years, potentially 3 years back to back. The world wants to know. Are you in the back pocket of somebody this year? Or are we getting a predetermined champion?
No comment. No comment. No comment. No comment.
That silence was
No
deafening.
No comment. No comment.
Has the champion already been determined?
Gentlemen. Gentlemen.
Oh my God, bro.
Some people are calling RJ the next McMahon. You know,
hey, bro, come on,
the next Vince.
Come on, man.
Hey, look, bro. We heard you had a Roman Reigns type of love for Tucker, bro. Just like keep him at the top.
Ladies and gentlemen,
are you caught? Ball Sack Sports has heard anonymously that Tucker was anointed group leader by Kabish.
Oh, hey, now that I can't control. Hey, man. Look, all I'm saying is this. I don't know, but if I did, don't think I'd tell. But the only thing I can say is this. I shuffled the board 3 times. You know?
Well, isn't that a coincidence that you shuffled it 3 times and Tucker has projectedly won 3 years straight? Because 3 divided by 3 is what?
1. It is 1.
Damn, y'all niggas really putting pieces together, huh? This is what y'all do at Ball Sack Sports.
Yeah, we use our big brains today.
Hey, man. I mean, hey, look, Ball Sack, Big Bird Ballers. I mean, you guys got the perfect match here. I also didn't know that we were opening up a North Carolina division. You know, congratulations, Aaron. You're the reporter. We got to get you a Ball Sack hat.
Look, bro, we gonna customize it, bro. It's gonna be a basketball inside of a brown paper sack.
Yeah, there you go. It's gonna have NC on there too. Straight from the straight from the sack. It's gonna be on the back of the hat, straight from the sack. Our motto is you report it, we rewrite it. And see, I had to break that down to somebody. I told them, I'm like, you people think that we report the news and that we're writing the news. That's not true. Someone else does that. That's their job. It's Woj's and Sham's job to break the news, to write.
We just tell you in the most colorful and interesting way possible.
Exactly. We rewrite the news. That is our job. We don't do any break. Like, we'll do some breaking news here and there, but it's to rewrite what's already been written. That's
another breaking report. Tucker Toole has just emphasized the report from Ball Sack News, North Carolina affiliate. Therefore, pretty much confirming that this is what a shame. What a shame.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great podcast. I really appreciate y'all. We're gonna shut this shit down early. I should not have started with this. I apologize. We're gonna keep things pushing in a way that we can just kind of cut this stream off. We'll go back to the Twitch stuff, but I know I'm going to be getting hella questions about this. I can't wait till Sam Hood comes around. He's going to push me with questions.
The interesting thing is this. Look, with Tuck confirming it, Kabish went into hiding. Why?
There you go. Hey, bro, they don't call me They don't call me David Stern for no reason.
They don't call me David Stern for no reason.
God.
No, that was good fun though. All right, now I gotta find
the top 100 list. Amen.
Top 100. Jesus, I forgot that was something else I was gonna just slightly bring up for 2 seconds. No. We've got this new thing here. Let me see if I can pull it up. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna pull this up here. We're gonna go back to the ESPN website here. Ladies and gentlemen, they have dropped officially 2023 NBA projections for the NBA basketball season. Some very interesting information here. That's all I can really say. This is so nasty to me, in my personal opinion. I'm having a hard time getting the words out. If you can understand me, I'm having a very hard time getting these words out. This is some eye-poppingly bad information. It's really one just note here. So if you all look, see if I can pull it up here. So you all see these NBA basketball players here. Amazing, great. So I took a look on the app yesterday. I looked at the top 15 players. We've got a lot of, most of them are not surprises. We've got Giannis, we've got Luka, Tatum, LaMelo, Embiid, Trae Young, Ja, LeBron, Dame. We got some, Tyrese Halliburton's a huge surprise, but that I don't want to focus on him right now.
He wants to focus on one man.
The 15th best player in terms of total points scored
from Southpaw Central.
Bro, New York Knicks forward Julius Randle is going to score, 6,428 points. Now, that's fine, right? I think a couple years ago, I was like, wow, he's made some really good strides. He's doing pretty good, helping his team out and whatnot. I think he was an all-star that year as well. And so, he's not a terrible player until you look at all the players who, in terms of total fantasy points scored for the entire year, in terms of projections, these are the players who he is going to score more points than. Let me take you down the list. I got to get my full breath on this one. Devin Booker, DeMar DeRozan, Pascal Siakam, Kevin Durant, Nikola Vucevic, who was an all-star, Anthony Edwards, Domantas Sabonis, Paul George, Steph Curry, Finals MVP, by the way, DeJounte Murray, teammate Jalen Brunson, Fred VanVleet, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jaylen Brown, Darius Garland, Bradley Beal, Rudy Gobert, who does nothing but rebound and dunk, De'Aaron Fox, CJ McCollum, Bam Adebayo, Donovan Mitchell on a new team, Zach LaVine, Kyrie Irving, Scotty Barnes, Terry Rozier, Kawhi Leonard, Drew Holiday, Anthony Davis, Brandon Ingram, Evan Mobley, Alperen Sengun, Russell Westbrook. I'll skip over those two guys. Zion Williamson, Colin Sexton, Buddy Hield, Josh Giddey, D'Angelo Russell, Jimmy Butler, Chris Middleton, Jamal Murray, Jakob Poeltl, Jonas Valanciunas, Kristaps Porzingis, Kyle Kuzma, Tyler Hero, Spencer Dinwiddie, Andrew Wiggins, Keegan Murray, DeAndre Ayton, Jordan Poole.
You can stop now.
Christian Wood. No, it's more names here. Tyrese Maxey, Ben Simmons, Chris Paul, Yusuf Nurkic, Tobias Harris, Michael Porter Jr., John Collins, Jarrett Allen, Jesus Christ, Mikal Bridges, for God's sakes, Cole Anthony, who always seems to get an ungodly and reasonable amount of points. And now I'll stop there. That's crazy to me. He's going to score. You're telling me he's going to score more points than MVPs, all-stars, superstars, finals MVPs. I think there's a couple of defensive player of the years up there on this New York Knicks team.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's true.
And here's why, right? You have to take into consideration that like the number of games people play.
Yes.
Right? When you think about like total points or whatever, right? And like a lot of people that like he's projected to score more points than, if you look at the averages, they're expected to have a higher average, but Randall is going to play a lot of games pending the fact that he's healthy. Now, a lot of minutes because whatchamacallit, old boy is still there. What's our buddy's name?
Thibodeau.
Thibodeau's still there, right?
Why you call him our buddy? We don't like Tibbs over here.
We all love Tibbs.
Oh, we love Tibbs when he's not coaching our teams.
Exactly.
Tibbs is a great defensive-minded coach. He just drives his teams into the ground.
But like, if you look at the players that are like right below him, right? Van Vliet has an injury history. SGA injury history. Jaylen Brown injury history. Garland injury history.
KP injury history. Bradley Beal has injury.
CJ injury history. De'Aaron Fox just stinks.
Steph has injury history.
Steph has an injury history. So it's like, when you look at the fact that like Randall just hasn't really gotten hurt that much, and he's going to play a lot with Tibbs. Like,
yeah,
I expect him to stay. I expect him to still be a focal point in the offense for the most part, right? And then also you have to consider that like this is based off ESPN scoring system, not our scoring system. So like,
right,
I feel like it's pretty accurate.
Right. And that was another thing that I had to like really come to grips with is like, this is not our point scoring system projections, because that man probably might not be top. He might be top 20, 25.
Randall will be up there, but I
just like even so, like, I don't think he should be over guys like even though Sabonis has an injury history, it's not as comprehensive as some other players who are up here, like a Steph Curry, like a Paul George, like a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Not like those guys. So I think he should definitely be above them. Depending what, yeah. I see what you're saying. I just think Devin Booker and DeMar should definitely be above them.
I also believe, no offense, Devin Booker doesn't do quote unquote as much statistically across the board as Julius Randle. Julius Randle at least can like go grab rebounds and shit. So that's where he'll get like a little bit of
he might have to this year.
Well, yeah, I mean, like realistically, like I'm not looking at Devin Booker and seeing him a game pulling down 7-8 rebounds. So like Book is going to score numbers based on like points, like threes and shit like that. But like Randall being a power forward, realistically, like he'll be in position to grab rebounds and shit. So am I saying he's going to grab a crap ton? No, but he'll be in a better position to do that. So he might have that as leverage.
I can see that. I see Kawhi Leonard up here. All right. How many games are in the season? 82?
82. Kawhi plays 54.
I was gonna say, do y'all think he plays more than 55?
I feel like 55 is a good number.
I think he gets, what'd you say?
I feel like 55, 54 is a good number. Like, I wouldn't be comfortable saying anything right over that or right like under. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got him at 60 games.
No, there's no way he gets to 60 games.
You don't think he's getting 60 games?
Bro, he's only allowed to miss 22 games. Let's be honest, bro. Kawhi does get hurt, but then let's take into account this is Mr. Load Management, bro. You're calling 60 games of Kawhi Leonard.
And in my head, he's not even going to play those games going into the All-Star break or coming out of the All-Star break. So,
yeah, because I see them, if the Clippers are in a good spot, they're sitting Kawhi like the last, 6-7 games. So that means Kawhi's really only allowed to miss 16 games. If they sit him down, they're in a good spot for the playoffs.
Okay, I can see that. I have him at 60 games. I feel like he's gonna come back with something to prove. I think he might come back with like because he's been out the game for like a year and a half, something like that. Because he went out in the playoffs about a year and a half.
He'll have something to prove in the playoffs.
Yeah, which is where he'll play most of his basketball.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Clippers were a playing team last year, so you think they'll just kind of coast to the playoffs? Team hasn't changed that much.
They were a playing team without Paul George and without Kawhi. So I think if you add just 50 games of Kawhi, 60 games of Paul George, I feel that's a
John Wall is going to be the deciding factor of how far these guys go. To me,
that's no.
I think so.
I feel like if we're depending on John Wall, then we should chalk up the Clippers.
No, I'm not depending on John Wall. I'm looking at the fact that if John Wall comes back remotely good enough to be, to actually benefit this team, then this team will actually go deeper in the playoffs. I mean, they went to the conference final. I think they can go to the final. John Wall is able to put on and, actually work with the team.
Hey, Aaron, are you not a John Wall guy?
I am. Okay. How do I say this? I feel like John Wall is a adequate basketball player at this point in his career. I am not looking at John Wall as any different than Terrence Mann or Reggie Jackson at this point in his career.
Jesus.
Which I don't think is a bad thing, right? Because
I wouldn't say so. Not especially with him not being on the court for almost 2+ years and just a small stint.
Like there's gonna be times where he has like a really good game, but like, am I going to actively look for John Wall to like carry an offensive load night in and night out, or God forbid, be an active defensive player game in and game out? No. I feel like that's asking too much of
him. Okay.
Yeah, he'll be just solid around the board.
What about I see Tyrese Halliburton up here. He wasn't the focus first off, but I did want to get back to him. I've been saying this. I think Tyrese Halliburton could have not exactly, but something close to the year that DeJounte Murray had last year.
Well, when you have
100%.
damn near nobody around you, I guess you could possibly say that.
I mean, he's above Julius Randle, and we just got to talk about him.
Yeah, but Tyrese also has nobody to pass the ball to.
Oh, as of right now, Buddy is still on the team.
Like I said, he has nobody to pass the ball to.
Oh, no. All right. Why we got to disrespect Buddy like that? Come on, man. That black work real nice. Oh. This is is Boss Egg Sports conspiring against the commission? Are you trying to take me down or something?
It's not that we're conspiring.
Have I not given y'all platform and time and space to speak? Allow your truths to be said.
You know what you haven't given me?
What?
You know what you haven't given me? Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh, Keyshawn. Now, if you're gonna try and blackmail me when I'm already apparently being blackmailed,
no, you're in the pocket.
Oh, y'all really trying to treat me like David Stern. Y'all must be the Knicks.
Ain't no trying. You is David Stern.
Oh, now Aaron. Look, man, that hurts a man's heart. I'm not saying you're exactly wrong.
It might hurt his heart.
You don't have a heart.
It might hurt his heart, but not his pride.
Oh yeah. I threw all that away. Yeah, but y'all gotta hawk all these allegations down though. This ain't good for business. Shout out
David Stern said when Chris Paul was about to get traded to the Lakers.
Oh my God! Imagine how much NBA history would have been changed had Chris Paul gone to the Lakers instead of the.
Or if Carmelo went to the Heat.
Oh God, yeah, it's a bunch of those. It's a bunch of those in the league. But I did want to share this. I think this is a pretty decent list, I would say. And then once we get to the averages, the actual averages, then it evens out. I think Kyrie is kind of high, but I think he'll have to do that. AD is kind of low.
AD is kind of high.
You think he's high? I think he's kind of low.
No, I think he's high because AD ain't gonna play all these games that they think you gonna project him for all these points.
Now, but this is just an average. Like this was, you know what I'm saying?
He's usually in the 90s though. 90s.
And where's he at?
He's at 89.9 fantasy points. That's why I'm like, that's low. Now, that's not to say that like, okay, he's gonna actually play those games, but I just think that's kind of low for what he can do. I would be interested. Matter of fact, let me ask y'all this: who goes first in the draft? Kawhi Leonard, Kyrie Irving, or Anthony Davis? Matter of fact, if you could put those three in an order of like, it's your pick. You have 3 picks. You can take all 3 of those. Who are you picking first, second, and third?
I'm not.
I'm
gonna walk away from his shit. And he's just gonna be like, we gonna let fantasy pick.
I was like, brother, I just won't.
Yeah, bro. Like that's an auto draft, bro. God got it.
All right.
Because you're asking me to choose between a guy who can play when he wants to, a guy who plays but always ends up injured, and a guy who can't play more than 50 games.
I guess if push came to shove, I would pick AD.
God.
Just because, like, I feel like if AD can play, he will play, right? We've both seen times where it's like Kawhi and Kyrie, they could have played, but it's like, I don't really feel like it for whatever their reasons, right?
Yeah.
And so, the lucky chance that AD just don't get hurt that often this year, which I would have put my money on, but you could probably get a pretty decent season out of that.
The first time that man played 2K23, he watched his own player get hurt. What does that tell you about AD?
Give me Kyrie Irving #1.
Oh God!
You're a joke.
Kyrie Irving. Give me Kyrie. Sam Hood, I'm here with you. Give me Kyrie Irving first. And then give me. Oof. Give me Cole. I don't know about that.
Like, bro,
Yeah. Give me Kyrie first, and then I probably won't pick after that. I'm with y'all. No, give me Kawhi. Fuck it. Give me Kawhi.
That's crazy.
Yeah, give me Kawhi, and then I'll take AD. Yeah.
So the dude who's liable to leave you hanging, you pick him first.
Yeah.
I'll say this.
Because Anthony Davis, in my opinion, in our league, he's like one player who's really good. But once the season, like you can draft him before the season starts, he loses all of his value once he steps on the court. In my personal opinion, he loses most of his value. Like after each game, if he comes out of that game healthy and intact, his value goes back up to what it was before the game started. But once that game starts, he loses all value. And he's in the game. Nope. You're holding your breath, all that kind of good stuff. He loses his value. But I know that if I could, I could trade Kyrie. I know a guy who would take him. Absolutely.
Yikes.
I know a couple guys who would take him. Shout out Sam Hood and Sam Brown, the Sams.
And they're both foolish, bruh. That man will leave you high and dry. Like we cannot exclude the fact, because we shouldn't really be having this conversation about Kyrie Irving. We should be looking at, Kyrie's playing basketball and Kyrie's gonna help you out. But we have to deal with the fact that this man will make conscientious decisions to not play a game. The man sat there and took a day off without telling his team.
Look. Over here in LA, Ron,
hold on. We all work a job, bro. We all work a job. If you don't go to work and you don't tell nobody at your job you're not coming in, what is that called?
Insubordination.
And what does that normally result in when you no call, no show?
Termination.
Fired. You fired. You telling me you want to deal with a nigga who basically looks you in your face and said, "Nigga, you ain't gonna fire me."
Better than dealing with the bull from SpongeBob. This whole body bandage. It's better to deal with that than the whole body being bandaged. No way am I dealing with AD stuff, yo. No way. Give me Kyrie, then Kawhi, then AD. And if push came to shove and I'm in a draft and there's no one else for me to possibly pick, I take the chance on AD. I take the chance on him, but he got to wear high tops, though. No more of this low top.
He won't.
No more of that. He got to stop. I'm going to start writing letters to my players. Strongly worded DMs and letters. Hey, yo, I need you this year. It's championship or bust. This year 5. Let's go. And I think everyone else on this list, but I think Tyrese Halliburton can have a really good season. I see Cade Cunningham over him, which is I think that's pretty good. Bojan Bogdanovic to the Pistons. I don't know. That's a ballsy pick. And y'all think the Pistons are going to try and make a push to the play-in? Think they're going
to
think they smell blood in the water in Charlotte, which is definitely
the East is so bad, sure.
Damn, you think the East is bad?
I feel like the bottom half of the East is terrible. Like the bottom half of the East is probably some of the worst we've seen since like back when LeBron was first on the Cavs type beat, bro.
Yeah, this isn't an Eastern Conference that's just like, like extremely heavy. Like we're looking at top heavy teams. Like, granted, I don't know where you guys have the Cavaliers at this year. I'm slightly I'm above average on them. I wouldn't sit there and say high on them. I think with Donovan Mitchell and Garland's going to be an interesting backcourt. Obviously, Mobley and Allen are going to be good. I have no idea who's going to start at small forward, whether it's Okoro or Karis LeVert coming off the bench. I think Okoro is probably a better fit in that rotation and LeVert off the bench. Jesus. But I think that makes more sense.
Jesus.
But
that's crazy.
I see the Bulls taking a nosedive personally.
Nosedive.
Yeah, I don't see them not like we just saw a report not too long ago saying that Lonzo could come back this season, but I think yes. I don't think that's possible.
Yeah, I think he's done for the season. He said he couldn't walk, he couldn't run or jump. I think he said he absolutely could not run or jump, which that's crazy. That's crazy to me. Like I hope he gets better. Hope he gets better soon. He's just had some bad ever since that ankle turn in LA. his first or second year, he's just never really been as healthy as he should be. And that's a shame. But there's always LaMelo. That's my boy. I like LaMelo, and I hope he goes off for another year. 100 fantasy point year. I'm hoping. Keeping my fingers crossed.
You taking him over Steph?
If I can get Steph Curry, I'm gonna want Steph Curry. There's no doubt about it. Unless I'm the number one pick, and then at that point, I'm like, well,
I'm just saying, don't let me get a first round pick in front of RJ, man. That's all I'm saying.
Damn, Aaron, you said it's gonna be a spiteful one.
For sure. I mean, don't let me get a pick in front of you.
Hey, yo, like,
hey, Keyshawn, don't let me get a pick in front of you.
Oh, I know. Yeah, listen, look, Aaron, I know you do be very foul because Aaron has this conspiracy that I just like picking his players. It's like, nah, I'm starting to.
It's not a conspiracy.
It is a conspiracy, bro.
You and CJ just bite my flow so hard, and it's kind of crazy.
Aaron, is it wrong that I value players who can do a little bit more than just shoot the ball and shot chuck?
But you go after the same players that I go after religiously.
Okay, just because I value those players does not mean that I.
But there's other players that do that.
Yes, and I understand. But you're asking me to hold off till late in the draft to get dudes who do 4 rebounds a game compared to the guys who do 6. I would prefer the guy who does 6.
Keyshawn, man, count your days.
Yo, count your days is crazy. Hey, yo. I mean, we all count the day down. We could start drafting. That's interesting. I mean, hey, look, Aaron, I don't see what all the ire is. You know, I got you your guy last year. You're welcome. And in return, you know what I'm saying, I gave you Joey Harris. You gave me Tim Hardaway Jr. Yeah, I think it was a pretty fair trade-off. I think. I don't see what all
Harris hurt the rest of the season.
Yeah. So it was Tim Hardaway Jr. So
it was a fair swap.
That trade was even as hell. But see, look, Aaron and I do very good even business. You know.
Yeah, because we have to iron out these trades at 4 a.m.
Come on, man. You know how the late night grind get. Come on. Everybody can get a little trades in.
Bro, it took me 2 weeks to get Ja Morant, bro.
Nah, I didn't take that long.
Yes, it did.
Oh, no.
Yes, it did.
I held on to him for the first 2 weeks, though.
And I was making trade offers for those.
I didn't get no trade offers to you for Ja until the second week.
I'm not doing this with you.
That's facts. Because the only reason why I remember that is because the first person I was looking to get off my team, unfortunately, was Jarrett Allen, because he was missing point blank layups at the rim.
Foolish of you.
Yeah, that trade I shouldn't have done. Like Jarrett Allen and Jason Tatum for Kevin Durant. Yeah, that was not a good move. That was not a good move. Led to him being 4-0, which, like, technically speaking, I went 4-0. He went 4-0. I beat him probably because of that trade. It all evened out, I think, in the end. You know, I got him back. I got my guy Jarrett Allen back. He had to come back over to LA. It was all
RJ.
Huh?
We started talking Ja Morant October 17th.
Jeez, that's the night before the season starts.
We completed the trade. Let me see.
I'm pretty sure that was like
November 10th. Yeah, November 10th.
30 days.
Yeah, so Jesus. All right, you got me red-handed. You got me red-handed.
Like, I thought we didn't start that shit until like 2 weeks after the draft. That was like the night the draft ended. Jesus. Oh man.
Damn, he was at your doorstep as soon as the draft ended.
It was the shit.
Yes, because he took him too early.
And Aaron, you had to have known he was gonna go that round, bruh. That was like the second round?
Bro, you took him like fine.
Third?
Fine.
It was like the
I feel like there's other picks you could have made, but that's neither here nor there.
well,
I knew who I picked in the second round last year.
I'm so glad you said that. Let me
picked
look.
them
Yeah, it was
round
the second round.
2, pick 9.
Yep, pick 9. And damn, Devin Booker, Jimmy Butler, Zach LaVine, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Like, look who's still on that board: Jaylen Brown, Brandon Ingram, SGA, LaVine.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who
I mean, but Josh started the season like on fire. Like,
but you didn't know that at the time. We were coming off a stinky jaw from year 2. Then he stunk it up his second year.
yeah, but look. See, over here at LA Ron, we got this thing called faith. I had faith in him. I had faith that he get up
what?
down, and he did.
This man ran his organization off the faith of a mustard seed. This is crazy.
Yo, and guess what, Aaron? Ballsack Sports just got a report from an anonymous source that faith will drive Evan Fournier back to the land of LA Ron.
No, sir. No.
A faith in a mustard seed, bro. He had to be back on your radar.
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy.
No.
Boy, ain't no 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 way, boy.
Bro, ain't no way Evan Fournier is ever coming. No Frenchman is on my team this year, unless I'm really scoping them out. And
I'm not scoping. There will be. Nope, we all know your little love affair with Rudy Gobert.
Shut up. I see through the lies, bro.
Hey, that means you better not pick our boy Victor next year.
Oh, Victor Wembanyama. Well, that's next year. That might be, saying.
Nah.
No, I got
xenophobic ways.
Nah, y'all know I gotta. Where my Mangekyo Sharingan at?
Mangekyo Sharingan.
We see through all that, bro. We see through all that. Nah. No Rudy Gobert, no Evan Fournier.
Until you look him eye to eye in the draft and be like,
I throw my whole team out if I have to draft Evan Fournier. Fire sale is not happening. It's not happening. But
so you thinking PJ Tucker or Evan Fournier is the real question?
Oh, Keyshawn. There's a huge difference as to when Evan Fournier is going to be picked and when PJ Tucker is going to be picked. This is how long it is. Shout out my guy Brian Windhorst.
Oh my God.
This is it. Right here. Like that. Shout out Brian Windhorst for the meme. That's how much. It's like Evan Fournier could go like in the 7th round. PJ Tucker is, to Aaron's point, might not be drafted at all. 10th pick or below.
Look, man, I see any of y'all draft PJ Tucker. I know you're not serious.
Exactly. And they try to get on me because I was like, I'll be damned if I'm drafting PJ Tucker. Like, that ain't no disrespect to him. It's just I'm not. No. Too much talent out here for me to be settling with a 37-year-old man. That's all I'm saying. But I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna shift it a little bit. Aaron, we were talking a couple weeks ago about pink slips, man. And we were talking about doing a particular kind of thing. First off, I really like the idea, and there were a couple ideas that people have really thrown out. They doing like worst team has to try out for the G League, or some shit like that. That would actually be kind of hilarious.
But we had something dealing with pink slips, and this is interesting because 2 years or 3 seasons ago, there was a big thing about pink slips. Chris Halliger of Almighty Push and Sterling McKee of the Sith Glizzy Fanatics had a pink slip thing going on with like Kawhi Leonard and I forget who else was in it or some other shit. And I was just like, this is dumb. This is so arbitrary. They did it in the dark, played a whole basketball game in the dark. I wasn't even there. I was with Tim in a Wawa, for God's sake. We were picking out food because we just got done hooping. So I was already like tired, hungry. My attention is all over the place. I'm just hungry, trying to get some stuff. And these guys come running in. It's like, oh, I beat him. So I get Kawhi right. I'm like, I didn't see it. How you expect me to hold something? And like, I trust you. I trust that you wouldn't lie to me. But I'm like, I don't think that's how this is going right now. So I'm like, nah, it's dumb. And I never really revisited the pink slips thing until now. Aaron had brought to me a great idea to help level the playing field. Pink slips. What was it? Multiverses?
Yes, I mean, I presented multiverses. It can be really any game that like you can do like one-on-one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like anything that's like, cross-platform that we can do one-on-one. I feel like it's a good option, So
Yeah. To your point, it really can be anything. I mean, but something where, it's like you get an opportunity to do something like that. I would like to formally present it to the league. It's something that I've been thinking about for a while. And I think we were also talking about what the limits of that are going to be, on the lines of like, okay, this is how many times that you can do a pink slip, and it's got to be approved by the council and all of those other kinds of parameters and whatnot. I think you and I will have a little bit more of a deep dive one-on-one, and or us three, we have a little bit more of a deep dive conversation regarding that, because I really do like that idea. And and the thing is like it would have to be something where both parties agree to do something like that. And
well, I would sit here and raise this. So you guys know how in 2K they have the system, like if you do an expansion draft, they have the system where you protect certain players. I say that what you can do is like after you draft your team and everything like that, you have to like within I guess the first week or so, you have to report who I guess 2 or 3 players that you are leaving exempt of pink slipping. Anyone else on your roster is viable to be pink slipped, but you have 3 protected players. I think 3 is a decent number. 3 protected players that can't be pink slipped at that point. So you have 3 untouchables. Anyone else is up for pink slipping.
So is this something where it's like, okay, anyone can arbitrarily pink slip a player? I guess my thing is like the pink slipping process. If like, hey, I want to pink slip your player, this is the player who I have you can get in return. I would say they would have to present that to the council. They would have to agree. Before that even happens, though, is both players have to agree to that.
Absolutely.
They have to agree. And then they both present that, or one person can present it for both of them to the council. The council will sign off on that, and then we can set it up or whatnot. I think that'll be the best way, because like I don't want this to be something where it's like, yo, I'm pink slipping your player, let's go. Like, we go take you to the back. That would be kind of like it would be like somebody hemming you up by your collar, and it's like, yo, we finna go, give me your fucking player, let's go.
Well, I say like this is also a good thing when it comes to trading. So let's say you're struggling to get a deal done or something like that for a certain player or something like that, or somebody's giving you a hard time, then you put it up to your pink slip, you cash in one of your pink slips, and then at that point, from there, you got to be willing to risk something. So obviously you got to put something on the board, and basically from there, that's a way around, getting harassed or hassled for bad trades or stuff like that. You can pink slip it and be like, screw it. Like, let's just go out, settle it in the ring. If I win, you give me my trade. If I lose, I walk away and I have to leave with nothing, which is also a penalty for sending bullshit trades to somebody's inbox.
Yeah. You said a penalty?
Well, it technically is, because if you pink slip, what do you lose your player along with the pink slip, or do you just lose your pink slip? I would sit there and gander, you probably just lose your pink slip.
Oh, so kind of like a challenge flag in the NFL, like
yeah. So
like you lose it.
So let's say Aaron's got Jaylen Brown. That's a common player that Aaron has. I want Jaylen Brown, and I'm hitting Aaron in the inbox with Jonathan Isaac and Jalen Brunson for Jaylen Brown.
Mm-hmm.
He tells me fuck off. I cash in my pink slip. I lose to Aaron. Then my pink slip is done. I'm done with that pink slip. But
wait. Okay, so if you did your pink slip and you went to Aaron, it was like, yo, I'm putting this pink slip up for so and so
for Jaylen Brown,
and if Aaron says no to that request, you lose it.
No, not if he says no to it.
Oh, okay.
Like, obviously he's got to agree to the terms. Like, if he's confident enough to where he wants to get my pink slip out of here, because here's the question: is there a quantity of pink slips you're allowed? Because if you're allowed one pink slip a season, that's where it becomes even more valuable, and that's where like some people are willing to take the risk. Because think about it like this: you could technically hinder the competition too. Because if some people hold on to their pink slips long enough, you could go ahead and pink slip at like an important part of the season and really destroy somebody's team. Because imagine a team gets completely hurt, like hospital room team, right? Yeah. And they got one player on there. You like, yo, bro, here's the gamble you can risk. You can go ahead and pink slip one of my players, but if you lose, you walk with nothing.
Yeah, that's interesting. I would imagine they would have a limit on pink slips. Like, it would be like 3 in a season.
2, maybe 3.
Yeah, and I think once the play, so like, okay, so, and this will be the thing too, is like, well, what's the deadline on the pink slips? Because like we could say like, okay, it could be at the trade deadline, but I would argue that it might be best if you do it during the when before the playoffs start.
Yeah. So
just to give it some level of separation from people actually talking and negotiating trades. From that deadline, you do it all the way throughout the regular season, the pink slips. And if anyone has anything, because honestly, that would probably, it might be a little better to do it that way, because it'll give people a better scope on like, okay, these are the folks that people have beyond the trade deadline. What am I willing to risk at this point?
And then also I would sit here and say, if you did want to, I would say make the number 2 pink slips for the season, 1 for the first half, 1 for the second half. Realistically, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, what trade deadline is halfway marked through the season?
Yeah.
So let's say you just like you accumulate them like, as you go, compared to having them like, up front, like 2 in the season to start. I mean, It don't matter really.
I think one idea that could be interesting is like everyone starts with 1, right? And say, so say I challenge Keyshawn or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And so I put my pink slip up or whatever, right? And then I lose to Keyshawn. Mm-hmm. Keyshawn gets my pink slip, and now he has 2.
Oh, it's kind of like that Yu-Gi-Oh thing, Keyshawn, on Pegasus Castle, where you would get the chips.
Oh yeah, with the rarest card. Oh
yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like that. See, because it's like, yeah, I don't know, because it's like, okay, like say if Keyshawn can go from Aaron to Seasway to Mike to Duran, he beats all of them and keeps their pink slips. That man will accrue like 5 pink slips. Now, I'm not saying that's likely, but
there's a cap, bro. You can't like because realistically, bro, like if you can just pink slip, like because you could pink slip your way to a chip. Like I'm not sitting there, like I'm not saying you just.
Oh, so I'm saying that I'm saying that if you get challenged or whatever, right? So like if somebody like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So okay, so it's like, okay, so say you both challenge each other. You put you guys, and okay, and also let me also say, like, because if you challenge me, you challenged me. Why should I lose my pink slip?
No, you don't. You don't. The person who's challenging is risking everything.
Okay.
So that's what Aaron was getting at. I would get Aaron's pink slip if I beat Aaron. Aaron would keep his pink slip.
Got it.
Ideally, if he beat me, but he also gets the reward. Because you realistically, what you're getting, if everyone starts at the season with one pink slip, you're technically risking it all. Because if you're the one who's challenging, you're putting your pink slip up against that player. And at that point, you could lose not only your pink slip, you would lose your pink slip. But if you win, you not only keep your pink slip, but you also get the player that you requested.
Right. Okay. Because I was under the impression that, like, hey, someone challenges you, your pink slips, you go pink slip for pink slip, and then basically you would both would lose it. But okay, it makes sense that if I'm the challenger, I'm putting my pink slip up for their player, but they keep their pink slip.
Yeah, because what's worth it to Aaron is not always what's worth it to me. Because if I value Jaylen Brown more than Aaron does, then I challenged him. That's how we came to this conversation. But if he challenged me for, let's say, I don't know, SGA, and I don't value SGA that high, or no, actually, I value him higher than I would Aaron's pink slip, then I tell him, nah, fuck out of here.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I like that. As far as I'm concerned, I want to do that. I want to implement that this season. I can put that to a vote in our league. I'll probably, what I'll do is I'll end up clipping this part of the pod, put it on our IG and everything. I mean, I like the idea of having something that'll give people a chance to engage with each other in other because this is a non-conventional way of trying to get a player out of somebody. But I like this. It can be perfectly legal. And the thing is like both parties have to agree. They bring it to the council. Now, if the council disagrees with something like this, you both keep your pink slips, as far as I'm concerned, right? It's like this hasn't been processed and pushed through. So go back to the drawing board or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, I also would say this. I believe that all pink slip transactions or what do you call them? I guess you would call them pending quotes or something like that, or requests. All of those should be displayed publicly in the chat. As far as the transaction that is trying to go down, and then to be
honest, it might be easier to use the app, the fantasy app, because what we don't use is we don't use like the polling areas of the app.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's something I might want to start doing more of, because like it's easy to drop a post in our message chat. Like that's cool. But I feel like it's because a lot of people have the chats on mute and whatnot, which is fine or whatever. But if everyone has the fantasy app, no matter smartphone or Apple or Android, if I put it on the app, everybody will see it and be able to vote on it or something like that. So I feel like if we use like the format, I don't even, to be honest, let me double check, because I thought they used to have it. I don't know if they have it anymore. I thought they did, but it might be something worth double checking.
All what's it called? All pink slip activities must be broadcasted.
Yeah. Message board. Yeah. Message board and polling. Yeah.
All pink slip activities must be broadcasted on the NBA Flunkies Twitch stream or whatever service we can use, so that way there is viable proof that someone won compared to the hearsay.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And we'll have streams and whatnot of it, which actually, by the way, I can actually add people's channels to give them approval to actually stream on our channel. Can actually do that. It's really weird, but it's pretty cool as well. So I really like this idea, and I like the fact on how fair the process can be. That's really usually what I'm looking for. It's like, okay, we can do this, but how can we make it fair as possible? And it's just a new way of engaging with people in general. Like everyone has a gaming console of some sort, to my knowledge, right? I think
pretty sure we all do.
Maybe everyone except Duran. Gio told me, his brother told me his Xbox is not in really good condition. Everybody except him. So it's like, we can always figure out workarounds. Like it doesn't, like pink slip is pink slip. We can always figure out what that process is going to be for how we're going to kind of hash that out. But I think everyone in the chat has some sort of console of any sort. And so it should be, and there's enough cross-play games where it's like, yeah, we can definitely make that happen. So I really like that. And I just want to get a full write-up on that. And so I'll probably just go back and listen to this video, and we can go back and I'll write something up and show it to YouTube, as we've talked about in depth. Like this was really an in-depth discussion on it. Way deeper than I thought we were going to get, but I mean, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not mad at it or opposed to it. And we got it on video too, so it'll be easier than trying to rehash all this. Anything else I'm missing on this podcast? Cause I feel like I've kind of tapped on everything I wanted to. Anything to open the floor.
The ESPN top 100, bro. You know we gotta talk about that.
Oh boy. All right, let's see if I can find it.
We got to.
Yeah, come on, Aaron. You know listen, bro. It wouldn't be a good basketball podcast without reacting to some of the things that we've seen here. Because next to Malika Andrews and the way she spoke to Stephen A about this whole Ime Udoka situation, unless we want to start there.
No, we don't.
Yeah, I asked them before you got in. I'm like, they didn't really want to talk about it, so I'm like, all right, I won't talk about it. I wish they had a. Okay, so that is 5-1. Let me go back. 100 from 100 to 26. Jeez, the fuck did they go that far? 100 best player in the league, Bogdan Bogdanovic. Okay, Grant Williams, Mitchell Robinson.
They got Grant Williams over Bogdan?
Man, this is crazy.
Is Mitchell Robinson in the top 100?
He's 98.
Keegan Murray's already in the top 100. We haven't seen him play before. Okay, it's great.
Yeah, this is going great right now.
Right next to Brandon Clark, who's played about 3 years already. D'Lo's at 93, only better than Brandon Clark, who is followed by Christian Wood.
Why did they get this picture, Christian? Yo, this is a crazy ESPN. Yo, y'all got to do better. This is a crazy picture of Christian Wood, bro. They couldn't
get a photo of him actually playing basketball.
Like, look at Anthony Simons. Like, he has a really good play. Although Malik Monk just looking there is kind of nuts. But like look at like all in the action, and then we get stuck.
Buddy Hield ain't never drove in his life. This is not real.
Laying the ball up is crazy.
Hey, man, look, Indiana might be, Jesus Christ, 36%. Jesus Lord.
He laying the ball up on James Harden. Hold on, Aaron. It might be real, bro.
Oh, this is nuts. Mike Conley. All right, I can see it.
Nigga
always grab it. Yo, this is a crazy pick. You telling me the only picks they got of this man is when he's grabbing a body part? Nah, that's crazy.
He ain't played.
He hasn't played, I know, but Jesus Christ, this is 2016. What are we? Yo, I'm finna get out of this. Yo, this is already nuts. We haven't even gotten to 75.
KP.
Okay.
They calculating health in there. I know they are.
Jonas Valanciunas.
This whole Aaron Gordon, I don't know if Valanciunas is below Aaron Gordon here.
Damn, he was at 69. This man done dropped. Damn.
Paolo already better than Valanciunas, bro.
This is insanity. Josh Giddey. Okay.
This is a crazy list.
Karis LeVert.
Click. Oh. Let me just keep going.
So
what?
Lonzo ain't playing.
What?
Dylan Brooks better than Zoe. Ben Simmons.
Bro, Ben Simmons and Dylan Brooks are not the same.
OG, but OG's over Ben Simmons.
I'm finna throw this whole list away.
Oh, but Harrison Barnes creeps into the top 75.
2021 not rated. Jesus Christ.
See, this is just not a real list. John
MPJ, Julius Randle.
Which version of Randall?
He fell.
Jesus. But yeah, from 42 to 71 is nuts.
But Al Horford's gonna be better than Julius Randle this year. Dinwiddie was 68. Now Desmond Bane is 68. The GOAT, bruh. The biggest bag of the century. But he's gonna be worse than Miles Turner.
Okay. Jeremy Grant. Why they got this photo of him like that? That's kind of nuts.
RJ Barrett.
Okay, Jalen Green.
So RJ Barrett wasn't ranked last year, but Paolo Banchero gets to be ranked in the 80s.
It's to be ranked. This is not a real list. All right, this
is Jalen Green's over RJ Barrett.
Tyler Hero wasn't ranked last year, and Paolo Banchero gets to be ranked in the 80s.
How the fuck is Kyle Lowry over Tyler Hero?
Well, one of them can play defense.
And Tyler Hero shot a terrible percentage this past year.
Kyle Lowry wasn't even in basketball playing shape last year.
That's a Tyler Hero problem.
Jesus Christ.
He's too worried about being a fashion icon.
Tyrese Halliburton, that's my guy. I'm hoping I can get him.
Bob Williams.
Rob, okay.
Oh, God.
Okay. Jordan Poole, okay. De'Aaron.
They got Jordan Poole and De'Aaron Fox ranked at the same.
Yeah, okay. I can see all this, though. Jaren Jack, okay. Damn, kind of low, but all right. DeAndre Ayton better than what am I seeing here?
What are you seeing?
Like,
hold on.
What are you confused about?
Is Jarrett Allen not better than DeAndre Ayton?
No.
What? 16 and 10?
Okay.
All-star?
Okay. What are we getting at?
He not better than DeAndre.
No, he's not. You're not. You got men. We've been over this. You're not good at ranking big men.
Jared Allen is not better than DeAndre Ayton. I apologize.
Are you taking DeAndre fantasy-wise now? Fantasy-wise. Who are you taking first?
DeAndre Ayton.
Maybe there's some. I will say this: Ayton can score from a little.
No, this is crazy. Look, and you're talking to a guy who traded Jared Allen because he was missing point blank layups at the beginning of last season. This is nuts.
You got to also understand this, bro. Jared Allen, he can't score unless he's 5 feet. 5 feet or closer from the basket. It's not like Jared Allen can shoot a jump shot.
All right, Jay, we're going to do a career comparison really quickly, okay? Jared Allen, for his career, has averaged 12 points and 10 rebounds. No, 12 points and 9 rebounds, excuse me. Ayton has averaged 16 and 11.
Career?
They average around the same amount of blocks. Ayton actually averages more steals and assists. And he's a better free throw shooter.
Okay.
And he's a better three-point shooter. What part of basketball is Jared Allen better at?
But Jared Allen don't shoot threes. So that ain't really a...
Okay, fair. Fine. But what part of basketball is Jared Allen better at? Tell me right now, quickly.
Because right now, there's nothing statistically that shows that Jared Allen is better than DeAndre Ayton.
This is crazy.
Bruh. I did hold on to that all-star appearance like it actually matters. Like there's actual good bigs in the East.
There are good bigs in the East.
There's Embiid.
Most of the
is Giannis not a big anymore?
Giannis is not a center.
He doesn't get put at center.
We're talking about centers here. Jared Allen.
Okay, we're talking about centers here. Okay.
Yeah, if we're talking about centers.
DeAndre Ayton are centers. Okay. Right now, I can name to you
Embiid and Bam in the East. Okay.
Right, I can name you 5 big men right off the top of my head that are better than Jared Allen. Jonas Valanciunas is one of them.
Wait. Ain't Jonas in the West?
Jonas is in the West. Like that's why Aaron's talking about there's not really many good big men in the East. If you list some of the top big men, they are all Western Conference bigs. Like Kat, Jokic,
your boy Nurkic.
God. Kat, Jokic, Jonas Valanciunas, Nurkic, Domantas Sabonis, I guess, is a 5 now. Rudy Gobert.
Like all the bigs are in the West.
And then I didn't even mention Ayton off rip.
Okay. All right. I'll give that to y'all. I'll give that to just in my opinion. I don't think it's Oh, Jamal Murray's number 50. He hasn't played in a year. Okay. All right. Mikal Bridges. Jesus Christ, that's high.
The narrative to push perimeter defense is out of control.
Continue. Wait, you don't think Mikal Bridges is a good defender?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Oh. He is a good defender. The narrative to push how important perimeter defense is when all we've ever heard was that perimeter defense really doesn't matter. Now all of a sudden, but he can lock anybody up one-on-one. That doesn't really matter in the concept of like an actual team defense. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but if that was the case, then Biggs would win the defensive thing every year.
They probably should. Considering that a big can, they probably should.
They realistically should. I mean, let's be honest, bro. Like the ability to get to be able to defend the rim is so much more important, bro.
Oh, yeah, I'm not discounting that. I
like Mikal Bridges does not make the Suns a better defensive team. You know? We saw that when they played Luka.
That's also because Mikal Bridges turned into Harrison Barnes when it came to shooting the basketball.
I mean, regardless of whether he was shooting the basketball, he couldn't stop the other player's best perimeter defender. So, like, what's the point?
Was he really guarding Luka? I don't remember. Yes. I didn't watch that series, to be quite honest. So I don't know.
Yes, he was getting torched.
There's a lot of people who get torched by that white boy.
But that'd be correct. But if that's supposed to be, the second best perimeter defender in the world,
oh God, that's what they stated.
I mean, I would say it might. If we're talking perimeter, I think Drew Holiday might be the best.
Yeah, this goes back to my point that Marcus Smart should not have won Defensive Player of the Year. But I mean, that's neither here nor there.
seemed like he took more offensive strides this year than he did defensive strides. Yeah, I didn't understand how he won it either. I know a lot of people are pulling for Bam, but we're gonna keep pushing here. Sabonis, Garland, CJ. Damn, Tyrese Maxey is high.
I mean, you got to think of what Maxey did.
Damn.
That's kind of high.
That's high. No, that's high.
That's kind of
That's high. That's high. That is high as fuck. They must think he's gonna be an all-star this year. That's high. He's okay. Draymond, DeJounte. Damn, Draymond. Damn, 43. Okay. LaMelo, Zion, Scotty Barnes. Glad to see he's up here. What number was he at? Oh, top 40. Okay. Fred VanVleet, the backyard playground basketball player. Okay. Clay. Okay. Evan Mobley. Damn. That's high. Damn. Okay. I can see Cade. He is a number 1 pick. Okay. I can see that. Marcus Smart. Kyrie Irving.
Marcus Smart was that high?
Yes.
Number 34.
Do we have
Andrew Wiggins
at number 32?
32?
This is also reactionary to the finals and the playoffs.
As much as I don't like Chris Middleton kind of low. He missed that series. Kind of low. Okay, Pascal Siakam. Okay, Brandon Ingram. I like him. I really hope Brandon Ingram, like, man, I want to see him just succeeding in the league so bad. He really deserves it. He's so tough. His bag is crazy. DeMar, Zach LaVine, Holiday. All right, 26, 20. Oh shit! All right, I gotta get to the other. Yeah, this is a crazy list. I'm not even going. Yeah. Oh, 25 to 11. Here we go. Anthony Edwards. All right. I think he is going to take some strides this year. Seems like he's improved just about every year. Donovan Mitchell, Bam Adebayo, okay, Jaylen Brown, Chris Paul, he's getting old. Anthony Davis, okay, damn, Bradley Beal, okay, all right. Rudy Gobert, damn, Jimmy Butler, didn't think he was gonna be that low, but okay, I can live with that. Trae Young, 16, damn, didn't think he was gonna be that low either. Paul George, Damian Lillard. Cats at 13. Okay. All right. Kawhi Leonard. Jesus Christ. All right. James Harden. Fuck.
Aaron, what's so comical over there, bro?
Because I've seen this list before, and I know what's about to happen when we get to 10 through 6.
Well, that's where we're at now.
Okay.
Okay, John Morant. Okay, all right, I like that. KD, I like that. Even though I think KD is kind of low. Jason Tatum over King. Okay, yeah, definitely reactionary to the playoffs. KD was putting up career numbers before Bruce Brown ran into his leg. Jesus Christ. Okay, LeBron at number 6. He had averaged 30 points last season.
Look, man, right. I love Ja. Ja not top 10 player in the league yet, bro.
I think he.
No, bro, he's not yet.
He's not a top 10 player in the league yet,
bro. Could be.
There's so many other names.
Look, I don't give a damn what nobody says. Devin Booker should not be in anybody's top 10. I don't give a damn.
Can I ask where Damian Lillard is on this list?
He was number 14.
Yeah.
He was number 14. All he was dealing with was a core problem. But yeah, no, that's crazy. I don't think Devin Booker should be top 10. I love Devin Booker, and I hope I can draft him this year. But Steph Curry at number 5. All right. Joel Embiid at 4.
Luka.
They've been having Luka being like the MVP for the past 2 or 3 years. Like, I don't understand. Like, what is it? Like, okay, he made it to the Western Conference Finals. Cool. Joel Embiid has been back-to-back MVP runner-up. Like, every year Jokic has won it. But hey, reactionary to the playoffs. I get it. Which is crazy because I bet you they got Jesus Christ. Number 2?
Number 2.
I bet Giannis is number. How the fuck? How is this?
Because Giannis right now is the best player in the league.
I get it. He's the best player, but Jesus Christ. Like, how do you make one part? Like, how do you point out particular players where it's reactionary to the playoffs, and then Giannis, who lost in the second round, say he's the best player in the world?
Hey, man. Bring up good questions.
Man, fuck this list. All right, Jesus. We could have came up with a better list than this.
So why don't we?
Oh, my God. Because 100 players, that's a lot.
All right, then let's do 50.
Jesus. I just like ranking them by tiers. I think that's a little bit easier to do.
No, yeah, we should definitely do that next week.
Yeah, definitely we'll do that next week. Yeah, the tier lists for the players. Yeah, ESPN can really take that. And I know Bleacher Report would have really messed that up. They would have made that twice as bad. But yeah, Jesus, I could have done with that, without that. Is there anything else I was supposed to cover here?
We were supposed to do that manager's tier list, but
I'll save that for next week. I'll save no. We'll do that after the draft.
Yeah, for sure.
Or see, because we still have to figure out when the draft is going to be. It's either going to be Saturday or Sunday. So if it's going to be Sunday, then we'll do Saturday. Or vice versa. It doesn't really matter. But I think that was kind of it for me. I had a couple things that I really wanted to discuss, and we got a lot into the weeds of fantasy and whatnot this podcast, and I'm really happy about that. Like, dude, there's nothing like basketball season. I don't think. Like, football is here as well, so it's a lot of sports and baseball and whatnot happening. So sports is always at an all-time high in the fall season, and it's just good to see everyone just so active about it. We've got some preseason stuff going on. I'm gonna see if I can get that Bucks and Grizzlies game going on, and we'll try and see if I'll stick around for the Warriors and Wizards game, see if I can get that up and running. But this has been such a fun podcast. Definitely can't wait to see what happens when the year started. We've got a lot of things beginning to come out. Highly recommend you guys go ahead, and we're going to start really promoting our Twitch channel a lot more. Twitch.tv/NBA Flunkies. We be having a lot of people in there, but they don't be subscribed. So sometimes they don't show the viewer count, but we be having a lot of people watch our stuff just for shits and giggles, which is actually kind of interesting. Funniest Twitch page on Twitch. It's either you're going to get some good teamwork or you're going to get something that's dysfunctional, but they're both going to be really funny. These guys can attest to it because they've been around it or they've been spectators of it. And so, ladies and gentlemen, please like, comment, share, subscribe here on YouTube. We're definitely going to start posting. We're just going to flood everything. That's what I want. It's just to flood everything possible. We're definitely going to do that worst team. I really want to do that G League tryout thing. I'm going to have to get in touch with somebody and tell them, yo, this is what we're doing. This is what's happening. We'd love to come in and do some videotaping of it if possible. And we'll play it from there. And also we've got some meetups and gatherings that I really want to do, first with our fantasy league, and then as we begin building this with more and more people. But with that being said, it's a lot in the planning, a lot in the works, a lot of branding and stuff we're doing. We're going through a huge reorganization right now in year 5, and I'm just excited to be around it. But with that being said, 2020 NBA Flunkies champion Aaron Morris, the Big Bird Ballers. We've got.
You almost called him Harrison Barnes.
Yeah, I almost called him Harrison. That's why I said I had to say Aaron. I was like, oh yeah, shit. No. I don't think you've ever had Harrison Barnes on your team, have you?
Oh, I have.
Oh, you have? Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm so
He's
sorry.
politely got rid of him too.
Yeah. You got to be polite with him. We can't be like the Mavericks, get rid of him mid-game. That was kind of nuts.
Why not?
Oh yeah, that's. You sure I'm David Stern? That sounds like a David Stern kind of move. With that being said, we got Aaron Morris here of the Big Bird Ballers above me. We've got Keyshawn Simpson here of the Alpha Land Knicks. I am your host and commissioner, Ron J. R.J. Jones, and it's been so good having you all here with us. Can't wait to catch you on the next one. Peace out and be safe.